Hi, this is Grandma Laurie. Today's story is For the Birds. What is it? Asked Jabari, looking at a bird sitting on the back of the couch. It's a cockatoo, Mom said. Jabari had always wanted a pet, but the family lived in a third-floor apartment, so most pets were out of the question. That left birds or fish, and Mom didn't want to deal with the water. His name is Cookie, Mom said. Jabari went over for a closer look. Hello, Cookie, he said to Cookie. Hello, Cookie responded. Jabari was so surprised he almost fell backwards. Mom, the bird talked to me. He can talk. He doesn't know many words yet, but you can teach him, Mom said, smiling. It's time for everyone to have breakfast. Would you please put Cookie in his cage? Added Mom. Jabari didn't know there was a bird in the house, let alone a cage, so he just looked at Cookie for a few minutes, trying to figure out how to pick him up. Finally, he reached for Cookie, who immediately flew away and landed on top of the television. Mom! He flew away! Cried Jabari. Mom had just finished making breakfast. She said, Here, you have your breakfast. I'll take care of Cookie. As Jabari sat at the table, he saw Mom approach Cookie, saying, Come here, little man. Let's have some breakfast. She held out her finger and Cookie jumped onto it. He stayed on Mom's finger until they reached the cage, where he jumped off and into the cage. How did you do that? Jabari asked, more than a little surprised. I had birds when I was a kid, said Mom, returning to the kitchen. Remember, I lived where birds like Cookie flew around in the trees all the time. Mom had been raised in a different part of the world from Jabari. She lived in the rainforest, where such birds were plentiful. Did you have a bird like Cookie? Asked Jabari. I had a parrot, which is bigger and more colorful. He lived in a cage in the backyard, but he could talk too, Mom said. Did he come in the house? Jabari was curious. He did. He would come in and play with us, then sneak a treat from the kitchen counter while Grandma was baking, Mom laughed. You have to be very careful what you say around Cookie, said Mom. He will remember words that are repeated in our conversations. Then he'll say them back, often at the worst time. Jabari didn't understand. What do you mean? He asked. My brothers were naughty and taught my parrot rude words just to be funny, Mom said. That is until my parrot said something he shouldn't have when important company had come over for dinner. Finally, Jabari understood. He and Mom continued to talk while they cleaned up the breakfast dishes. Mom taught Jabari how to care for Cookie, including the most important thing, how to clean the cage. This is your responsibility now, Mom said. Cookie is yours. I'll help, but you need to care for him as if he were your child. How so? Jabari asked. You need to figure out what he needs. Do a search on the internet and make a list of things I need to pick up, said Mom. Jabari went over to Mom's computer and searched caring for a cockatoo, putting things on a list for Mom. Jabari loved Cookie. Mom did too. When they were home, Cookie would come out of his cage and play with Jabari especially, and he never learned any rude words. This is Grandma Laurie. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. That way I can bring you more stories. Thank you.